The big day is here. Big day for all at Petey Performance. Today we have 15 of our online clients coming down for an in-person training day. We are going to get through a presentation upstairs on physical development for speed, hopefully improving athlete education, which will further serve them in improving their rehab and return to play and hopefully getting them back in the field playing well, which some of them are already. So I'm really excited for that. But then the big moment is coming. We're coming down into the gym for some prep work and we're going out onto the pitch for some speed work. So linear speed is what we're going to focus on. We're going to do specific prep, but we're going to keep it in groups just because we're making use of the fantastic facilities here at Cistercian College Roscrea. And then for the first time for some of these athletes, I'm going to get to watch them, coach them and cue them to sprint in person. Some of them I've done in-persons with previously, but a lot of them I haven't. So I'm looking forward to meeting them in person for the first time and getting to coach and cue them, which is the game really. Then we're getting upstairs after that for a questions and answers portion, and then we're going to have some lunch. So I'm really excited to meet them all, really excited to start making some progress with them and get some hands-on coaching experience, which is my strength as a coach. Lots of you have come from all over the country, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, pinch me moment to have you all here and really happy that you're here. So without further ado, let's get into it. All team sports are dictated by space. So the team that identifies a space and can take the space earlier than their opponent is typically going to be more successful. I'll be going around coaching everybody. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I want you to stick it for me first because your hip is dropping a little bit when you strike on that left side. So up you get.
Yeah.
The first one I did, no, drop this foot, toe up. Yeah, and then just fall down, and I want this leg fully extended when you strike.
So am I striking up with the stance?
Yeah, but if you strike down with the left, the right will come up anyway.
Like
yes, good. But there was a small bend in your knee there when you struck it. I want you out, I'll show you. So this is what you did. And then back to there, I want. Okay, yeah, good. Much better, more force now. Good. Stick it and hold. Straight leg on the bottom leg to start with. Yeah.
From
yeah.
Like a low range?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I want that one straight. Good. Now go back to the box, and now when you strike, I want you to switch back to the box. No, still from the low range. Yeah. Yes, good. Now stay tall when you do that again. Look forward, don't look at the floor, you know where your feet are. Good. Strike harder, I want to hear more. Good. Go again. Stick on that, stick with that and do that one on the other side as well. Put this hand onto this glute like it's a basketball that you're palming, so like that. You're going to bounce it. Come on, widen it on your glute. Now, left into your belt buckle, pointed in here, so like this, so you can almost point it backwards. Soften this knee. Yeah, good. Tilt this in, and I want you to hide your left glute from me as you hinge back. So I want to only see your right hip moving backwards. Backwards. Come on, keep that knee there. Keep that knee there. Hip back. Perfect. Now forward, knee can't move. Do it one more time. You have it though, other than that. Soften this. Yeah. Back with the hips. Pause. Hips forward. Knee can't move. You feel that? Yeah, come on. That's how you do it. Well done. We're going to do some switching drills. We're going to do some prime times and ankling, so I can coach and cue you through that stuff. Then following that, we'll might get into some dribble series longer distance, like the 30-meter stuff, because some of you guys are still doing that. And then we're going to do some axle work and maybe 1 to 2 flies, but keeping that on the lower volume side. If there's anything that you're not sure of or that you don't think you'd be able for, just don't do it. Or I'll tell you to jump out probably. But take your initiative on it, because I'll be looking at everyone. Okay? That's the one. Now, rather than you're getting really springy up, attack down, 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 down. That's better. Good. Stay upright through the torso when you're doing it as well. Good job. Try not to rush through it, because you get less out of it. If you need to take a couple of breaths, take a couple of breaths. Make sure you're focused on each and every rep. I know you're all sick of me saying like we need to be process oriented here. We need to focus on each and every session, but it's each and every rep of each and every set of each and every session. Let me worry about what's coming down the road. That's my job. Your job is just doing the work and doing it as well as you possibly can, okay? Can you feel how you're attacking and retracting way more on the right than the left? But you're also way more cyclical on the right than you are on the left. I want it to be less cyclical on the right to pull them back together, okay? So like I said to Laura, you're riding the unicycle in front of the body. Well, I don't want you reaching like that, like we spoke about inside with those athletes that reach out. I want you most focused on like a piston action, like Dara, show him what you were doing there with the piston action. So he's really piston oriented, so he's less cyclical. I want you more like him, toes up. See the way he just up and down? Yeah, good, come on, good. Yeah? Whereas you're the other side of the spectrum, you're this loopy action. So I don't want you to look exactly like him, because I want him to look more like you, but I want you to look more like him. Yeah? Make sense? When I say stride, what I want you to do is just apply force into the floor.
So going backwards?
Yeah, not even like if I was pulling you back like I was with the lads. Okay. So that when you strike the ground, you're really, your body is wanting to get off the ground to go again with more frequency, whereas you need to just hit the ground and push a little bit more. So some resisted sprinting will be really good for you, like even with a lighter sled, or even some resisted ankling. So with like a sled that's got like 5 kilos on it behind you and getting into the upright positions, because this is where you live, you love this, right? Which is grand if you're playing from half, but if they have you on the wing, you need to be able to get up here. Like. Yeah, today went really, really well. It couldn't have gone any better in my mind, really. So first things first, some really good questions from all of the athletes. We had great crack as well, which was not a part of it that I thought about, but it's something that is important in these in-person scenarios, to make it warm, make it welcoming, have a bit of crack, have a bit of a laugh, like make a few jokes. Everybody was connecting with each other, which is great because we're building community and people are understanding that I'm not the only one dealing with an injury right now. I'm not the only one returning to play. I'm not the only one that wants to improve my performance but feels like I've hit a roadblock. And they can also see commonalities between themselves and others that are maybe further along in the journey or maybe not so far along. So they were collaborating, having conversations and gaining insight from not just me but from each other as well. So really, really pleased with how things went. And yeah, I think like we'll definitely be doing this again. I think it's been really valuable from me as well to meet all these people in person, see how much progression they've got and how far along their journey they are now, and also really valuable for those clients that hadn't met me in person or been coached in person, because as I spoke about earlier and have said before, online coaching is great. In some ways it's better than in-person coaching in terms of longer term stuff, but it is limited in what you can actually do in the short term, in that if I'm coaching athletes outside on the pitch, each and every rep I can give them a different cue, I can give them a different constraint, I can get them to try something differently, and I can give them feedback on each and every rep. We can get feedback on each and every rep in an online setting too, but it's delayed because they have to send me the video, and then they're delayed in their implementation of that new cue because they can't implement that until their next session, which is potentially a week away. So yeah, I'm really happy with how things went. I want to give a shout out to Cistercian College Roscrea for having us today, a fantastic venue. I want to give a shout out to E53 Coffee House as well for giving us our fantastic lunch and coffees. We're really appreciative of that too. And then I want to give a shout out to my two coaches, in Mitch and Oisin, for helping the business to continue to grow, which it is. A thank you to everybody that came. So all of the athletes that made the trip to Roscrea, some people coming from, well, people coming from all 4 provinces, which was fantastic, but 3-4 hours away, which is, yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And then a big thank you to my family as well, who helped me throughout today. So I'm really pleased, I'm chuffed to bits and can't wait to do more of these in the future.